Hi, Take from Teko.com. How are you? Welcome back, and I'm going to talk about team motivation this week. You all know that it's really important for your teams to be acting collaboratively and to be fully motivated to get you the outcomes that you would expect. It's important for them to be firing on all cylinders, but sometimes they simply act not motivated. Sometimes there are barriers in their performance, mainly caused by not understanding their roles and their responsibilities. So what do you do? What do you do to increase that sense of motivation within your team? Well, I think it's largely a case of mashing up several skills. As a leader, you have to show that leadership to lead your team forward. You have to mash up the determination to make it happen, create some strategy and think through some strategic thinking about how to make it work, and provide a purpose for them to exist and to work collaboratively. I would always recommend that you start with identifying your vision, your purpose, the why of why that team exists, in fact the why of why your business exists, so that your team members can subscribe to that purpose. Have that clarity of vision in front of you so that you act consistently throughout and then lead them into that picture of that vision that you're trying to achieve. Once you have that clarity of vision, that sense of purpose that you can subscribe to, what you then need to do is do three things. I think firstly, you need to align your thinking towards that vision. Everything that you do and everything that you ask them to do has to be aligned to that vision. And to make it simple, that creates a whole lot of easy decisions. Instead of wandering through about whether a strategic direction is correct, the question simply becomes, if we go down that road, will we be getting closer to our vision? And if it does, that's the right road to take. So everything that you do and everything that you get your team to do has to be aligned to that vision and shown to them to be aligned. Now, the second thing you need to do, I think, is to build trust. You need to create a culture of trust within your team, that people aren't going to get smashed if they do something wrong. That in fact, what you're happy to do, willing to do, going to do, is actually train them up in the right sets of behaviors and the right processes to make their life happier one while at work. And they're not afraid of making mistakes. In fact, one of the best values I've heard in any business is one that says, we have a business where you don't make mistakes. You create a learning opportunity. Now, what that also means is that you have to learn from that learning opportunity and grow. And if there's one thing people like to do, they like to grow. If they feel they have growth, they feel they're contributing. And if they feel they're contributing, likely they are. So building trust is an important aspect that you can create within your team. And the third thing you need to do, as a leader in particular, is to act deliberately and consistently. That means you can't fang off and have a bad day. What you have to do consistently is to look to your vision, make sure that you're aligned to it, make sure that you're building trust and not going back on it, and ultimately that you walk the talk. This is your responsibility. This is how you show as a leader that all the things you've said about vision and the purpose and all the things you've built about trust truly do exist within your ecosphere. It starts with a purpose, it ends with its actual existence as you walk the talk. And you have to be consistent about this throughout. Okay, there you go. 3 steps to take if you want to build the motivation in your team, which, as you very well know, you need to do to have them firing at all times and producing the effects that you want and the outcomes that you want. Now, if you want to know more about how to grow your business, creating these strategies and providing leadership, get over to the website. There's a link below. Click on it. Give me your name and your email, and I'll make sure that you get these tips, tools, systems, step-by-step processes delivered directly to you in your inbox.